What's going on, guys? We are back with the revenge video. So I sent off 37 cards to PSA. They arrived there on March 23rd. They actually took a while to get there. I was a little bit concerned, I won't lie. First time that's happened, usually makes there pretty flawlessly, but these took a couple weeks. I think it was close to 3 weeks to get there. Usually I think 10 days is about the most. But anyways, they received those March 23rd and I just received them back yesterday, so that is April 18th. So quick math, it's under a month. So really good turnaround time by PSA, but I wanted revenge. If you watch my last video, I'll pop it up on the screen there. I sent 132 cards, wasn't particularly happy, got a whole pile of PSA 9s, and yeah, so I said, forget you guys. I'm gonna send them back and you guys can regrade them. So we've done that. We got 14 cards in here that I sent back, and I think the results are pretty interesting. So let's go through these cards. I'm going to talk about the order that I put them in. Usually I won't lead out with OPG Platinum, but in this case I did. So we sent in a few of these. I sent in 3 of these. So there's 1, there's 2, and here's the 3rd one of the Austin Matthews. I've already sold one of these for $30. I buy this card for about $1. And in case you're wondering, each card cost me $27.97 Canadian, including shipping both ways. A little bit higher cost per card just because I only sent in 37 cards. Usually I'm gonna try and send in 40 to 50, just in case I get a grader who wants to bomb me and hand out all those 9s, spin the wheel to those 6s. I don't want too many cards going in a sub, so I'm gonna try not sending hundreds of cards. Next card we got here, Andrei Svechnikov, rookie VIP black. Really like these VIP cards. You got to take a look on ePack at how scarce they are, but we got a PSA 9 here. Next card we got is a Ovi, and I'm holding the sticker over here. So this one was a PSA 9. These were definitely worth sending back. Some of the cards that I sent in weren't worth sending back. It was just out of spite and rage that I wanted them to put what I felt was the proper grade on it, or a better grade, or you know, whatever. So anyways, this one was a 9 and did come back a 9. I don't disagree with it. You can see the centering off from right to left a bit, and top to bottom slightly. So you can see it is a little bit off center, but that's okay. And I got one more of these Ovies. So I did sell one of these in a PSA 10 a few months back. It went for 430 Canadian. So this was definitely worth sending and taking a shot at, and I did. And this one was an 8 and we got a 9. So a little upgrade. I should be able to make money on these even with having sent it in 2 times. Nice looking Ovi card. Next card was one that I also resubmitted. So beautiful card here. We got an Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews always selling pretty well, but this one was a 9 and certainly worth sending back, chasing for that 10. And we did in fact go ahead and get a 10 on it. So very happy with that. Nice card there. If you're not familiar, you got to meld these in ePack. So there's the base cards, and I think the future is 20 base cards to combine, but PSA 10 and a Matthews there. This is pop one. Next one we got here, same set, same year, but this is the net magnets, same thing. You have to meld them. I don't remember. I think this might be 30 that you have to combine. And this was a PSA 9. And again, we do very well. And we got a PSA 10 in resubbing this one, another pop one. So now there's 1 9 and 1 10, but there's really only 1 10 because the 9 is now a 10. So Austin Matthews. Next one wasn't a resub, it was a Leon Draisaitl Thrilling Finishes. Really like these cards. I like the Pulsars and the Mosaics. I don't think people have caught on to the rarity of these cards yet, but that's okay. I think they will one day, and yeah, it's taken the market a little bit of time, but OPG Platinum definitely seeing steam if you're watching the seismic sales and, you know, the golden treasures. Those things are going for a very, very good dollar now. So to my buddy Easy, who always said that OPG Platinum should be one of, like, you know, the premier rookie cards or the common rookie card or the rookie card, It's not necessarily true, but they've gained a lot of traction and they're doing very well and worth holding. So on the dry settle, we got a PSA 10. Great card. Next one we got, I'm always on the Terry train, had a red prism sitting around, thought it looked pretty good, and we do in fact get a 10 on the Terry red prism. Got two of these in action, Sidney Crosby's. Awesome card, definitely keeping one for the PC. I probably will sell one. These are Pop 2, which are both right here, which are Gem Mint PSA 10, so very happy with that. Again, typically I don't lead out with OPC Platinum because the quality is pretty good. And just a reminder, in my 132 card sub that I sent before, I think I went 3 for 27 were the numbers on the Platinum on the gem rate. So 3 PSA 10s and then 24 others, and I thought it was just absurd. So going back to those Matthews, yeah, I got a bit of revenge there. I thought it was the appropriate grade. Not a pro grader, but I do this quite a bit, and you know, you think you get a feeling for something and then they just hammer you with those 9s, and you know, I really question myself. I'm like, okay, am I getting too loose with what I'm sending in? What's going on there? Cale Makar City Sully red got a 9. That's okay, but you know, you wonder if you're crazy, and if maybe you've lost it if you're sending in cards too loose that maybe have some issues. And this sort of validates that I thought the cards were okay, and these grades came back what I would call fair. And we got a 10 here on a Cale Makar Prominent Prospects rookie. This is coming to the end of the shiny stuff. We got a Shane Pinto here, Star Rubies numbered out of 50. And a good looking card. The condition on these can be a little bit rough on the back, but anyways, we got a 9 on this, so I think that's perfectly fine grade, to be expected. Just get some edge chipping as with PMGs and what have you, although on the PMGs even this year, quality was much better. But you know, I like the red matching. I like the red on the card, which is a jersey match, and then it's also a PSA slab match, which makes it look nice. Good looking card. Connor McDavid, this is one of my favorite Connor McDavid rookie inserts, the Stick Wizards. I got a few of these, and unfortunately on the back, some of the corners are just definitely soft, so sorry. This one was a 9 and currently is still a 9. Well. I think that's fair, but that's okay. So we're through all of the glossy stuff and into the Young Guns. And I decided to lead with the worst Young Gun, or the condition that I thought was the worst. The Marco Rossi that's next was a PSA 7, but I thought the condition was actually better than this card. So we had an 8 on the Jack Quinn here, and we end up nailing a gem. So apparently it's not an 8, it's a 10, or maybe the truth is in the middle. Maybe it depends on the grader. This card definitely has some stuff going on. Corners aren't perfect. Top edge, I can't get the card too close because the way my camera is set up, but I'm an honest guy. This isn't a PSA 10. This, I think a 9 would be the right grade for this, but perhaps on 22, 23, they're letting up a little bit on the edges because the edges do get so beat up. Even the corners, the blue on the bottom, just not wonderful quality control, and the backs are actually okay because they're all white, so it's hard to see the damage there. So maybe they're letting up on these 22, 23s just a little bit, or I got a great grader, but we'll take it. So next one we got, sent this Marco Rossi back. This wouldn't have made sense from a monetary perspective to send back, but I didn't care. I didn't want a 7, and so instead they sent me back a PSA 9 Marco Rossi. So nice little upgrade there from a 7 to a 9, and yeah, we're doing good with these resubs. Picked this card up at the LCS, a Matty Beniers. Came back a 9. I paid about $40 for this card, so 40.27. I'm into it for 67 bucks, and I should be able to sell it for, I actually declined this is sold for $98. So I'll turn a little profit on this and someone will get a nice Matty Beniers card. Next one we got some Gabe out for the season. I won't get going on that. Sad news for Avs fans, but I just hope he's better, gets better, and sounds like he might need another surgery. Anywho, it was a 9. This was a great condition card. I knew had a wonderful shot at coming back a 10, and it does. So there we go. Gabriel Landeskog 10. Next card is an Erik Karlsson. This was graded last sub as a PSA 8, and I thought it had a shot at a 10 for sure, but definitely thought it was a 9. Just a slight soft corner, but we got a 9 on that, so take that little upgrade on the Karlsson. Next interesting one here, I'm not going to be able to zoom in to show the corners well enough because I can't get it close enough, but again, Martin Necas, this was a near mint 8, and not anymore. It's magically morphed into a PSA 10. It's really good right now to have an Necas card. Hopefully you get rid of this through the playoffs, but we went from an 8 to a 10. Super solid. Again, not a wonderful card to resub, but I was mad and thought this had a shot, a very good shot at a 10, and indeed come back a 10. Next card we got is a Rasmus Dahlin. Was a PSA 9, and we turned it into a PSA 10, and I've actually sold this card. So someone actually clicked buy it now last night at $179.96 plus shipping. So really quickly, this is out the door and gone as a 10. Next card we got here with a hat trick tonight is Rupe Hintz, Young Guns, and we got a PSA 10. So Dallas beat up Minnesota tonight. I was really happy to see that and really happy to get a 10 on that card. One that I sent in just because the condition was really good, Robert Thomas, not exactly hot right now, and I got this one wrong with a PSA 9. So Robert Thomas 9. Lower dollar silver foil, we got a Carl Grundstrom here, and we got a PSA 10. I've done really well on silver foils that are, just of players playing. So obviously Carl Grundstrom isn't the most desirable player to have, but again, I've just done really well on these low silver foils. So I'm sure at the $27 grading plus the, I probably didn't pay more than a few bucks for this card. I'm sure I'll have absolutely no problem getting my 35 bucks back for this. Here's a fun one, Connor McDavid, second year base card. Quick story on this one. I bought a Connor McDavid card off of an individual on eBay, and he sent this. This was just in a penny sleeve with the card. It wasn't acting as a protector because I think the card I bought was a thicker card, but anyways, individual just threw this in. I took a look at it, thought, geez, condition is pretty good, and we get a 10 on a card that is free. So raw on this card is somewhere around $20. It might be $20 US, somewhere in that range. And I did have a look at the sales, and it's selling pretty consistently at $110 US. So really happy to get a 10 with that, and I will definitely do well moving this card very soon. PC card here, Mikko Rantanen, sign of the times, and we get a 7. And I was looking closer at this card. I'm not too concerned about the 7 because it's just PC. It doesn't really matter much. I like the card. But on the bottom here, this is a lesson. Be careful when you have these things in a one touch, because I must have clamped it down in the one touch where the card wasn't sitting flush in the, I don't know what you'd call it, in the grooves. So it was likely in that one touch for a while, just getting pressed. And again, you won't be able to see it on the bottom there, but there's clearly an impression all the way along the bottom. So the 7 totally makes sense on that, but love the card. Mikko auto, rookie auto update, 10. Not a 10, a 7. I have been buying some cards that aren't hockey just because when you're trying to scale, you can't just buy a million Young Guns. I mean, I guess you could, but I do like dabbling in other sports, and I'm going to try and stick with, the GOATs, as they call them, Kobe, LeBron, MJ, Luka. In baseball, I would go Trout and, maybe a couple other guys right now, Ohtani, but you're not going to find him at a decent price. Anyways, got this at the LCS. Sent it in. Just really like the card. Got a 9 on the Kobe. Another one, same purchase, got a football card. Football, Jordan Love, guys. I know absolutely nothing about Jordan Love. We got a near mint 8 on this. Thick card, rookie gold out of 99. Again, you guys know a lot more than I do about this card, but when I look at the raw sales, it looks like I should be able to do okay. If I get raw price back, I'll almost break even on this card. Next card I got off eBay specifically for grading. The condition on these seem to be really good. I got a Jason Robertson that'll be going in with my next sub, which the Jason Robertson's a rookie. This is just an authentic profiles of Austin Matthews, but got a 10 on that guy. Great looking card. How you like that for a Matthews? Happy with that. So in terms of the order that I sent in cards, these aren't overly exciting. These are a really short print card from OPG Platinum. They're the Premier Superstars. I thought they were underpriced. They're a pretty short print. They're like case hits. Some people, I heard an individual who opened 2 cases and didn't get one of these. So I had bought in a pile of these and I wanted to send them in as a test. And the only reason that's important is because it leads up to the last 2 cards that I sent in. I thought if you have a look at these, the centering just isn't very good. So, you know, I was perfectly fine taking 9s on these and, you know, let them give me a few 9s and lead into my final 2 cards. So we got the KO there, and the last one we got was a McD who got an 8. And as you can see, centering is far from wonderful, but still like just awesome looking card. You know, looks really good slabbed up. These will look good in a tag slab, but tag won't take my cards from me, so we'll see, maybe one day. And then the last 2 cards that I got, the first one is the Gretzky Platinum Records, and this was a PSA 9. I didn't agree with it, did not agree with it, and I used those other cards to sort of set them up to do this, to hand me out a 10. It's a really good condition card, so hand me the 10 on that one. And we got one more, last one, guys. Shout out to the guys in Discord. If you're not in the Discord, if you're interested in Discord, got a good group of guys there, come check it out. Hit that like button, subscribe up. Thanks for watching, super appreciate it. Also, I'm over 1,000 subscribers, guys. I do this for fun, but I get nothing but love in the comments and I sincerely appreciate it. So thanks to every one of you guys. Yeah, I truly appreciate it. I hope to just bring some value and bring some content, bring some fun into your lives, and I have fun with this. You know, we want to win, but it's still fun, and I like collecting cardboard. So last card, Gretzky was a 9, and the order that I did with those cards in letting them give me some of the Premier's 9s leading up to these 10s worked perfectly. But guys, there you go, there you have it. That's the last card. Awesome Gretzky. Thanks again to all of yous watching. I truly appreciate it. Be kind to one another. Have fun, guys, and we will check you.